We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yes, this is still the Ash Miracle Show, but we rebranded a little bit. Okay, we gotta take things to the next level. So from here on out, we are called the Tea on the Streets. Okay, where you can get the hottest tea and exclusive information here on this channel. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Now, with that being said, though, a lot of people are calling out Joe Budden, who has says basically he cut ties with Nicki Minaj. A lot of people are wondering why he didn't have this energy for Diddy, but he has this energy for Nicki Minaj. Let's take a listen.
Let's get back to it.
Let's do it.
Nicki Minaj, Turning Point USA. She went out there. By now you've seen it. I got a bunch of phone calls about it.
I bet.
I'm out. I'm done. That was it. That was it. Sorry. I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. The last dance. That was the last candle on the cake for me. Sorry. Sorry, Barbs. Sorry, Nick. Don't call me. Don't text me. It is what it is. Sometimes how y'all move around out there does have an effect on how I view you, and this was one of them things. I'd be a fool to think that you didn't consider that before you did it.
I'm sure.
Which just says to me that you really don't give a fuck. I'm even more baffled. I don't even know how much of this conversation I could have, but they're so anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing that fucks me up.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of the shit that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
Oh,
same.
Extremely
disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Very anti-black of you. Very anti-black of you. Let's just call shit what it is. You were saying?
Oh no! I'm not disappointed just because I've come to expect.
Had no expectation.
Yeah, or I expected that. Unfortunately, I remember.
Well, a lot of people are saying, "Well, why didn't he have this energy for Diddy?" And people got to forget that Diddy, at one moment in time, was a gatekeeper in the industry. He's not anymore, but he was a gatekeeper. He has a lot of pull in the industry, and a lot of people. Not just Diddy, but a lot of people thought Diddy was going to get off. And he basically did. He only got 4 years. Like, when you think about that's less time than touring. And people forget that Joe Budden did a deal with Revolt, which Diddy used to own. He did a deal with Revolt. I think it was like the show with Remy Ma called State of the Culture. And this was back when Diddy was a gatekeeper. So that's the reason why Joe won't fully turn on Diddy, because he has already done business with him. And when Diddy comes back out, a lot of people may still want to work with him, unfortunately, even though he's very much evil. But behind the scenes, they still will definitely work with him because Diddy was a gatekeeper. Okay? That part matters. Now, Lizzo also decided to chime in. Lizzo decided to chime in and give her 2 cents about what's going on with Nicki Minaj. And we also will discuss the group chat that Lizzo and Kehlani and SZA are in. But let's take a listen to what she had to say.
Text like about Nicki, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know. Then, I researched and saw what was going on. And I'm going to say it like this. Celebrities' opinions of other celebrities does not matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So my opinion of her does not matter. But what I will tell you is you're about to see an influx of people who see that it is more profitable and more beneficial to join that side. You're going to see it. It already started, and it's going to continue. This is his first year. This is Trump's first year as president. We got 3 more years of people who are going to surprise you. And it's going to hurt your feelings and it's going to disappoint you. And you have to know that, like, there's money behind everything. There are privileges behind every move people in these positions make. And I'm not surprised.
So Lizzo basically said that she wasn't surprised. She believes that a lot of celebrities are going to get paid to basically align themselves with Trump. Okay, so she's saying that Nicki Minaj is getting paid, or she's getting favors to align herself with Trump. And allegedly, the people that are sending her the stuff about Nicki, because she did say previously that she was a barb, is SZA and Kehlani. And as we know, SZA and Nicki went back and forth earlier this year. And Kehlani, if you guys remember, was very excited to work with Nicki Minaj after Nicki shouted her out, but received backlash because of Nicki Minaj's husband. And as we know, Kehlani is an SA survivor. She decided not to work with Nicki Minaj. But if you guys remember, Missy, Queen Latifah, and the Brat had a group chat who were mumbling and cackling when Sheether dropped. Okay, if y'all remember that. So that is the main reason why Lizzo decided to speak on it. And like I said before, I can see more celebrities and more people publicly being confident enough to drag Nicki Minaj. Even though I don't feel like Lizzo really dragged her, Joe Budden definitely did. But there's going to be a lot more people that are willing to drag her because they feel like, well, since you're aligning with that side, we can come for you now and not suffer the consequences, and they're not going to care about what the barbs have to say. Now, moving on from that, Doja Cat gets a major cosign from Erykah Badu. So, as we know, Doja Cat, she was on tour performing overseas, going crazy. She kind of was going viral with her tour every night. There's a bunch of clips all over social media, and Erykah Badu commented some fire emojis. Let me know if you guys would be here for a Doja and Erykah Badu collaboration. Now, there was a time when I was calling Doja Cat, Doja Badu, Doja Lamar, because she was kind of copying Erykah Badu at one moment in time. But let me know if you guys would be here for it. Now, the kitty litters have made a list of what they expect from Doja Cat in 2026. They are happy that she is, I don't think she's co-hosting the Met Gala. I think she is the co-host for the Met Gala. Never mind. She is the co-host for the Met in 2026. Allegedly, she's putting out a deluxe, possibly Grammy nominations for V, unreleased songs release, a North American leg for her tour. Let me know if y'all go into that. And the Doechii collaboration. So that is what people want from Doja Cat and what they're expecting from Doja Cat in 2026. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, it looks like Kelis is still on Queen B's neck. Remember, she basically called out Queen Bee for using her song and the song Energy when Renaissance dropped. So then Kelis's part got removed. She was throwing shade at Queen Bee's Levi commercials. I think that was earlier this year. But now she has asked Levi, or she's trying to get a partnership from Levi, according to the fans. She posted looking very thick. Kelis looked good now. She looked healthy. The locks, I think those are locks, look really nice. She looked like she eating good. But a lot of fans feel like she's doing this to really get underneath Queen Bee's skin. And they're asking Kelis to let go of her one-sided beef she has with Queen Bee. Now, here's my thing with Kelis. I think Kelis' beef with Queen Bee is the fact that Queen Bee has a relationship with Pharrell. And Pharrell basically owns all of Kelis' music. That's how Beyonce got the sample for Energy, which samples Kelis. Because Kelis doesn't own her music. Pharrell does. And so I think her issue is that Pharrell be giving Queen Bee all these samples, and unfortunately he don't have to clear it with the artist because he owns their music. He owns their masters and publishing. So that is Kelis's beef. I don't really think it has anything to do with Beyonce per se. Now, moving on from that, congratulations to Tyla. Tyla Chanel is at number 94 this week on the Hot 100. I feel like it should be higher, though. I feel like people are hating on Tyla. Chanel is one of the best songs in 2025. Y'all need to be streaming that. It really should be no excuse. I think it's one of the best songs in 2025. So it's kind of like shocking that it's not top 40 yet. It needs to be top 40. That's what it needs to be. It shouldn't be that number 94. Number 94 is for the flops. Okay? It needs to be top 40, top 30. So I'm going to need y'all to stream Tyla's song, Chanel. It's a bop. It's really like, it's one of the best songs in 2025. There was a time where I didn't think Tyla was going to last, and I was calling her a 2-hit wonder, but she really proved me wrong. And so that's why I'm giving her flowers now. So, let me know how y'all feel about it and if you guys like the song Chanel. Now, moving on from that, this gotta be fake. I don't believe that this is real. Okay, because Brëëzy, you might have to come to the front of the congregation. So allegedly, Chris Brown posted this on social media where he said, sometimes karma ain't fast enough. Okay, and then allegedly he deleted it. Now this comes after Karrueche was spotted in the mall with Deion Sanders' sons, who are basically grown, and they were calling Karrueche stepmom. Okay, and if you guys remember, I posted that Deion Sanders and Karrueche might get engaged. Okay, so they were kind of playing around, calling Karrueche their stepmom. Allegedly she was buying them gifts at the mall and whatnot. And with that being said, Brëëzy might feel away. Now, in my opinion, I feel like Brëëzy gotta let that coochie go, because if we're being honest with you, the only person that deserves their karma would be you. You had a baby on Karrueche. She did not cheat on you. You cheated on her. She moved on. I think he always felt like he had a chance to get back with her. I think that's why he feels disdain towards her, because she has not went back despite many failed public relationships. She was with Quavo for a little minute. Then she was with some basketball player for one moment. Then there was whispers that she was with Victor Cruz. I remember they were together and he cheated on her too. So she's had many public failed relationships since Chris Brown, but she has not went back to him. And I feel like he feels some type of way about that. Like, why hasn't she came back to me? Okay. And the main reason why is probably because you had a baby on her and you were cheating on her throughout the whole relationship. And it probably felt like a humiliation ritual. You got to remember, she also had something back and forth with Rihanna. Remember? Rihanna was dragging her at one moment in time, posting a rice cake and saying that she's sweeter than a rice cake and stuff like that. I mean, Karrueche being with Chris Brown, it was a humiliation ritual. He had her going through it. Okay. Not to mention all the alleged women that she had to hook up with to keep Chris Brown around. Okay. And he ended up having a baby allegedly with her friend. So that's my whole thing with Chris Brown. I like him as an artist, but you can't tell nobody that they're receiving their karma when it's really you. Okay. That's why you haven't settled down now. This is why you don't have the one, because you too much of a hoe. Okay. So leave Karrueche alone. You had a baby on her. I know it was 10 plus years ago, but you got to remember that's the consequence to the reason why she's not with you today. She didn't just up and leave you for no reason. Now, speaking of love, congratulations to Jordyn Woods. She is engaged to NBA player from the Knicks, Karl Towns. I guess that was her Christmas gift. So congratulations to Jordyn Woods. Probably well-deserved. They've been together, I think, like 4 or 5 years. So let me know how y'all feel about it. And do you think that Kylie will be a bridesmaid? That's the hot tea. Because remember, her and Kylie made up, I think it was last year, after, the whole thing happened with Tristan Thompson. So do you think the Kardashians will be invited to her wedding? Let me know. In my opinion, I don't think she should invite Kylie. But she probably will. But I don't think she should, because I feel like Kylie only kind of made up, in my opinion, with Jordan, because Jordan really didn't fall off. It didn't really affect her career, what happened with Tristan Thompson. Now, she's only an influencer, right? But she has connections with Will Smith. I believe Jaden is her cousin. So she has connections in the industry. And I think the Kardashians were originally trying to take her out. Okay, trying to blackball her. And because of her connections with Jaden, Will Smith, that didn't happen. And so Kylie has came back and tried to embrace her. That's what is given. Okay, because, I feel like, no shade, the Kardashians, they tend to use a lot of black people. It also was reported that Gigi Hadid also got engaged to Bradley Cooper. So congratulations to Gigi Hadid. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Do you feel like this relationship is going to last? Because a lot of relationships in Hollywood don't. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Got some very hot tea on 50 Cent and Diddy, Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya. On Patreon, link would be in description. I hope you guys have a great day.